And let's shift gears and talk about that poll I mentioned before we went on break earlier, Nairobi County. Is it one you agree with? Did you get to see it?
Yeah, the poll says that Kidero is ahead with 44% and
yes.
Sonko is leading closely with 43. Of course, with the margin of error.
The election was held also yesterday.
Yeah.
Shebesh would win. She was not Shebesh.
No, Pasaris.
Pasaris is ahead of Shebesh
with 57%. Then Shebesh has 25.
Yes. Yeah. Also, Sakaja ahead of Edwin.
Yeah. 39-28.
Why are you cramming these things? All right. So yes, your thoughts.
I think I actually don't believe the accuracy of the polls, but then it actually shows that the two main gubernatorial contenders have a lot of work to do at the end of the day. 44 against 43, if you are to believe the polls, then it actually means that
it's neck and neck.
It's neck and neck, because factor in margin of error, then it means it could go either way of the coin. So they have a lot of work to do. The incumbents, both of them are incumbent, the senator and the governor. So all of them are actually being judged on what they have done the last 4.5 years. So it could be either give or take.
Yeah.
For senatorial, I think Sakaja enjoys quite an advantage because he's been around for some time. He's been a nominated member of parliament. He has had the advantage of being in parliament. He was the
chair of the president's party before TNA.
Before TNA, before it was disbanded. He's been among one of the best performing members of parliament in the National Assembly. He's wrapped himself up as somebody who has championed for the youth. But then that is the advantage that he has over Sifuna, because Sifuna hasn't been in parliament there, and he's just new to Nairobi politics.
Been very vocal.
He's been very vocal legally, and LSK matters. I respect him. He's my senior, and I think the reason why I'm justifying the poll that Sakaja has an advantage because he's been there. Sifuna has come into the Nairobi politics a bit late, and look at the grounds he has already made. Coming just, you remember he stood for nomination for members of parliament in Kandui, that is in Western, and then. Further, the ODM party now nominated him to vie for senatorial position, which Sakaja had already started. Initially, Sakaja went for governor and then shifted to senatorial bid. But then now, that is the advantage as far as it goes. And given the little space that Edwin Sifuna has worked and narrowed the gap with over less than 10% vote, he's going... At the end of the day, by the time elections are done, he has a lot of grounds to cover coming in late. Okay. But then doing it within such a short time and covering the gap to 10%, then Sakaja should not sit pretty, because this is somebody who just started the race when you had already reduced the advantage. Because if you compare that with Shebesh, I mean, Shebesh is the current Nairobi women rep. Yes. And then look at 25 and then Pasaris 57. So it means that Sifuna is actually doing well on the ground as opposed to Sakaja. And by the time elections are going to be held, is also going to be neck to neck. If not, Sifuna is going to beat Sakaja.
All right. Briefly, your thoughts before we go to our story?
Well, I'm not as good as...
in terms of politics?
My colleague, with
he's got this. He has the numbers offhand in the
I really don't take these guys so seriously. But,
which guys? They're going to be your representatives. Are you not a resident of Nairobi County?
Well,
you have some...
I'll tell you something, Sophia. Yesterday, if it's something really to be about Nairobi resident, I went to Westlands, just up there. I was going up, and then I came down, and you know this place called Naivas, just outside there, sewage, raw sewage. It was horrible. Even now, it's right there. It's horrible. You just can't cross the city because of traffic.
And you don't think any of these people can resolve this?
I don't know. I mean, people have... so I'm saying people are talking about... no, we will not do that.
Will you vote?
I will vote, but I'm saying... when you say, the individuals, you mentioned by name, I want to see about their policies and what they are bringing on table and so on, and we judge them on that. Okay. So their opinion polls are good because they help the politicians to see where they are. But remember also, each party and the politicians, they also carry their own kind of research, and they know where they fall.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's go to another story.